Breaking news for South African pensioners. In a landmark announcement, Sassa has officially confirmed the increased R3070 old age grant for July 2025. This comprehensive guide will walk you through everything you need to know about the new grant amount, eligibility criteria, and payment schedules. Stay tuned for essential information that could affect your benefits. Before we dive into the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with the latest Sassa news and grant information. Your support helps us continue providing valuable content to our community. Let's start with the exciting news that has been officially confirmed by the South African Social Security Agency, Sassa. The government has approved an increase in the old age grant, bringing the monthly payment to R3070 starting July 2025. This adjustment represents a significant step forward in supporting South Africa's elderly population and addressing the rising cost of living. The increase comes as part of the government's ongoing commitment to social development and welfare support for vulnerable citizens. This decision was made after careful consideration of various economic factors, including inflation rates, basic living expenses, and the general economic climate affecting South African seniors. Now, let's break down who exactly qualifies for this increased grant amount. To be eligible for the Sassa Old Age Grant, you must meet several crucial criteria. First and foremost, you need to be a South African citizen, permanent resident, or refugee currently living in South Africa. The age requirement remains unchanged. You must be 60 years or older to qualify for the grant. Additionally, your income and assets must fall below certain thresholds. For single applicants, your annual income should not exceed R86,280, while married couples' combined annual income should not be more than R172,560. The asset threshold stands at R1,227,600 for single persons and R2,455,200 for married couples. These figures are subject to regular review and may be adjusted based on economic conditions. It's important to note that the grant amount of R3070 applies to beneficiaries aged 60 to 75 years. For those aged 75 and above, there's an additional top-up amount, recognizing the increased care needs of older seniors. This demonstrates Sassa's commitment to providing extra support for the most vulnerable elderly citizens. Let's now focus on the payment schedule for July 2025. Sassa has implemented a structured payment system to ensure efficient distribution of grants. The payment dates are organized according to grant types and beneficiary groups to prevent overcrowding at payment points and ensure smooth service delivery. For July 2025, older persons' grants will be paid first, following Sassa's standard procedure. The exact dates will be announced closer to the time, but typically, payments begin on the first working day of the month for older persons and disability grants. Recipients can expect to receive their payments through their preferred payment method, whether it's through their Sassa card, bank account, or at designated payment points. Speaking of payment methods, Sassa continues to encourage beneficiaries to opt for electronic payment options. Direct bank deposits offer several advantages, including convenience, security, and faster access to funds. If you haven't already switched to electronic payments, consider visiting your nearest Sassa office to make the change. For those wondering about the application process, whether you're a new applicant or need to review your existing grant, Sassa has streamlined the procedure. Applications can be made at any Sassa office nationwide. Remember to bring along your South African ID document, proof of residence, and any documentation relating to your income and assets. The application process is free of charge, and Sassa officials are available to assist you throughout the procedure. Be wary of any individuals or organizations requesting payment for grant application assistance, as this is illegal and should be reported to the authorities immediately. It's worth mentioning that Sassa has also improved its online presence and digital services. While in-person applications remain the primary method, certain services and information are now available through Sassa's official website and social media channels. This digital transformation aims to make information more accessible and reduce the need for multiple visits to Sassa offices. For existing beneficiaries, the transition to the new grant amount will be automatic. There is no need to apply for the increase or submit additional documentation. However, it's always good practice to ensure your contact details and banking information are up to date with Sassa to avoid any payment disruptions. The increased grant amount comes with responsibility. Sassa emphasizes the importance of using the grant money wisely and for its intended purpose, supporting the basic needs and well-being of older persons. This includes essential expenses such as food, healthcare, utilities, and other necessary living costs. For those who might be experiencing difficulties with their grants or have specific queries, Sassa has multiple channels for assistance. The Sassa toll-free helpline remains active, and officials at local Sassa offices are equipped to handle inquiries and resolve issues. Remember to always use official Sassa channels for any grant-related communication to avoid falling victim to scams. It's also important to address the role of caregivers and family members who assist older persons with their grants. Sassa has specific procedures in place for cases where beneficiaries cannot collect or manage their grants personally. If you're helping an elderly family member with their grant, ensure you're familiar with these procedures and have the necessary authorization. The implementation of the A3070 grant amount also comes with enhanced monitoring systems to prevent fraud and ensure that benefits reach the intended recipients. Sassa continues to work closely with various stakeholders, including banking institutions and law enforcement agencies, to maintain the integrity of the grant system. Looking ahead, Sassa has indicated that regular reviews of grant amounts will continue, taking into account economic changes and the needs of beneficiaries. This commitment to periodic adjustments helps ensure that social grants remain relevant and effective in supporting South Africa's elderly population. For communities and organizations working with older persons, this grant increase presents an opportunity to enhance support services and programs. The additional funds can contribute to better nutrition, healthcare access, and overall quality of life for grant recipients. It's worth noting that the old age grant forms part of South Africa's broader social security network. Recipients may be eligible for additional benefits and services, including healthcare support through public facilities and other social programs. Stay informed about these complementary services to maximize the benefits available to you. For those approaching retirement age, it's advisable to start preparing your grant application well in advance. Gathering the necessary documentation and understanding the requirements beforehand can help ensure a smooth application process when you become eligible. Sassa also reminds beneficiaries about the importance of regular life certification to continue receiving their grants. This process helps prevent fraudulent claims and ensures that grants are paid to legitimate beneficiaries. Keep track of when you need to complete this process to avoid any interruption in your payments. As we conclude this comprehensive overview of the July 2025 old age grant increase, let's recap the key points. The grant amount will be at A3070. Payments will follow Sassa's established schedule, and existing beneficiaries will receive the increase automatically. Remember to keep your information updated with Sassa and stay alert to official communications regarding any changes or requirements. Before we end this video, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on Sassa grants and other important social security information. Hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss our latest uploads. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from this information, especially elderly family members or friends who receive or plan to apply for the old age grant.